right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to part 2 of FlagPlus Football's First and Goal podcast. So, in this episode, what we want to do here is we had the first episode, right? We did all the 6v6 divisions, Division 1, all the way to Division 6B. For this one, what we want to do now, again, in the effort to make it a little shorter, a bit more enjoyable for you guys, our viewers, is we're going to be doing all the 5v5 stuff here and then throwing in the women's and all the co-ed divisions as well, right? So a little bit of a shorter but more impactful take for you guys. So let's get started. Let's do women's 3.
Yeah. So women's 3, I have it popped up on the screen for everyone to see. Only 6 teams for women's 3. We got some new names. Lioness. The I'm trying to. I'm blanking here on the name.
I got you. Notice Lioness Dynamic.
Yeah, Diamond. Yeah, that was kind of Diamond. She Sparks are back. You have
Yep.
A Town, so that's on sick. You have Les Huibou, so they've
Yeah, they're
been
back.
there too, and we have Spartans that are also back. So nice to see that some of the teams that are back. I know Spartans had not the best season. I think they went to women's 2, or they didn't have the best season, but now they're in women's 3. It's a bit different. More teams that they kind of they're actually used to seeing in their conference of when they actually play their ball for their school. So it's kind of nice to see. Yeah, so we're gonna do things a bit differently. We have, instead of doing top 10, we're gonna have top 3 teams here for this division. So the top 3 teams, I guess I'll do women's. I'll do women's 3. I'm gonna have literally how it's said on the rankings. We're gonna have A Town at number 3. I'm gonna put Spartans at 2, and I'm gonna take Lihibu at number 1.
The disrespect. Okay. I'm gonna go. So for me, number 3, I'm going with She Sparks. 2 games played. So every team in this division, all 6 teams in this division have played 2 games. I'm gonna go with She Sparks. Again, they've scored 51 points. They have the second rated offense. The defense is looking proper. They're tied for first. They've given up 15 points total, tie with the Spartans or the Spartiats in this division. So I got She Sparks at number 3. Number 2, I have to go with one of the undefeated teams. So I'm gonna go at number 2. I'm gonna go with the Spartans or the Spartiats, if you will. And then number 1, I'm going with Lehibu. They've scored 57 points, so they're the top offense in its division. And their defense, technically, right now, they're 4th defensively. And their veteran team, though, the Hibu. I'm skipping over A Town. I know. I apologize to the ladies at A Town. They're sitting with a 1-1 record. Defense is good. In 2 games, they've given up 21 points, but in 2 games, they've scored 9. So they do have a win. To their credit, they could be like, that guy needs to shut his mouth. They actually beat She Sparks 9-6. So why am I choosing She Sparks when they only scored 6 points and lost by a score of 9-6? I just think, again, that was just a bad game. The 51 points scored is great. And again, 15 points against tie for first. I'm slightly giving She Sparks the edge for that number 3 seed over A Town, despite the head-to-head loss by She Sparks to A Town.
There you go. Interesting fact. We'll go for She Sparks. They have 7 INTs, 5 against Lionless, and 2 the last game. So they lead the INTs in this division so far. So I'm going to take that as an interesting fact. And I might as well put my game of the week at the same time to kind of just put it out there. So I have She Sparks versus the Hibu. They're going to be playing on Monday, January 26th at Hubert Dome.
So for me, my interesting fact is the fact that Emily Adam is not throwing for Lehibu. She's doing the last couple seasons for Lehibu. She's replaced by Dorian Wa Burrow. 2 games
She's not.
played, 9. Sorry.
She's not there anymore. She's at McGill.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's not a
Oh,
surprise,
yeah,
but
just
that's
okay,
my
yeah, true.
that's my biggest thing. She's not there anymore. She graduated. I know she plays for McGill. She played with them this past season. I'm saying
New quarterback.
it's been Emily Adam last couple years, and now it's Dorian Wa Burrow, 9 touchdowns, almost 550 yards in just 2 games played. So that's pretty impressive. So not a drop off at all. Looking at yeah. So my game of the week this week. So I mean, there's two games to choose. It's either Lioness and A Town or Lehibu and She Sparks. So you pick Lehibu and She Sparks, right? I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna pick Lioness against A Town. A Town has a chance to you use that stellar defense that held She Sparks to 6 points. They have a chance to shut me up. Taking on Lioness. That's my game of the week for women's three.
Okay, let's go women's 2.
Yes, sir. So looking at women's two here, so 16 teams. So that's definitely a lot of teams, a lot of familiar ones. Turf Titans. So congrats to them on not staying in women's three. They went up to women's two. The Rock, team I like a lot from this fall season. They're there. This Chaos, this Wolf Pack. There's also Supernovas there too. There's also the Vanny Cheetahs. So as people that know Chaos know they're a bunch, not all of them anymore, but the majority of them like the Vanny. That's really kind of got the roots come from or came from, I should say, pardon me, Vanny. Now there's a new Vanny team in town. So the Vanny Cheetahs, because that's what their names are. There's the Cheetahs. Looking at this team, it's gonna be interesting to see
They played the
when
last
they. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. So trying to see on the schedule when they go head to head. So that'd be kind of the past versus the present slash future. That'd be good to see. Looking at the standings though in this division itself, right now Wolfpack 3-0, Chaos 3-0, and then you have a slew of teams. You have Nomads, Cavaliers, Old School, and Cavaliers BDEB. I have no idea what that means. Hopefully, we'll find out.
Okay, so we're back. Brent is having a little technical difficulties, so it's going to be me. We're talking about women's division 2. Brent was kind of going about how old school Vandy Cheetahs versus new school kind of Chaos, how they kind of changed their name. And unfortunately, they don't play versus each other this season. So that would have been kind of cool to kind of see Vandy Cheetahs versus previous Vandy Cheetahs players. But again, maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it one day, unless Chaos decides to go in women's one, and then it's kind of what might be impossible. But going again for the rankings. So again, it's kind of the same thing. We're only going top 3 rankings here. So it's to the point where kind of the same thing. I'm gonna give chaos. I'm gonna give number 3 to Nomads, uh, as they are. They're Nomads is a good 7-on-7 team. They usually dominate their conference in 7-on-7. So in fact, I think they'll be 5-5. They're usually a super good team again in 7-on-7. So we're gonna pit Nomads at number 3. I'm gonna give Wolfpack number 2. Again, Wolfpack's been really good. The last 2 seasons, I think they went 8-2 last season. They ended up losing playoffs, and I think the year before that they went 7-3. So I'm gonna give them the number 2 spot, and the number 1 spot I'm gonna give the Chaos. I'm gonna give it to Chaos. Chaos is just they're basically a women's 1 team, but I think they're missing maybe 1 or 2 players ish, maybe even not. I think they compete in women's 1. I'm kind of waiting for them to actually kind of get to that point. I think the only issue regarding Chaos is that they're not a team that practices. When you see a lot of those teams like Sub Zero, Matrix, all those the women's 1 team, like they're practicing stuff too. Chaos is just a bunch of good athletes that are good friends and they're just playing together. And the fact that if they do make that big jump, they are gonna maybe struggle a bit. Maybe they'll win 1 game here, one game here. I think they'll do I think they'll do fine. But I think that's the biggest issue is that they're just not practicing. I think with a Chaos team that's practicing maybe twice a week and getting some different play callings from Allison and a different like maybe some playbooks and all like a different bunch concepts like that, double quarterback, just different stuff to kind of make the offense a bit better. I think that's the jump that they need to do. I think that's the thing that they have to do to make that jump and feel comfortable playing in women's 1. So those are the top 3 teams that I have. Regarding game of the week, I will do. I'm gonna do for game of the week. I'm gonna do Wolfpack versus Villahalla. Again, Villahalla is a good team. They played the last. I don't think last season, the season before that, they did pretty well. They're probably one of the top teams. I think in the season before that, they also had a really good team. I think they went 8-2 or 9-1. So it's going to be a good test for Wolfpack to see if they're able to continue their win streak of 3-0, or Villahalla is going to be able to ruin it. So that's it for women's 2. We're gonna go to women's one. Women's one stack division. Again, it's only 5, but again, 5 of the teams are pretty much. You could probably say top of the teams for sure in Canada and mostly like the world, to a point where you have all these athletes playing on these teams. So we have Cayenne, we have a new team, Sherbrooke's joining us, so Vet all, Blue Pond back again, Sub Zero, and then Matrix. So you have the 5 pretty top teams. All these teams actually competed in the World Championships in Tampa just last week, and we actually had Matrix that won the 5v5 women's pro. I don't. It's there's so many divisions. I'm confused. I'm not exactly sure which one they won, but they actually won that one, which was pretty big. They had beat some big teams. I think they beat Cayenne in the semis to get into the finals, and they ended up winning the finals too. So congrats to them. Going into the top 3 teams, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take Matrix. I'll put them at number 3. I'm gonna take Cayenne at number 2, and I'm gonna take Sub Zero at number 1. So I'll keep those are the top 3 teams. Regarding something that's interesting, a lot of these teams kind of, all these teams are kind of new. The newest team is Sherbrooke, that's kind of new into this league, but again, familiar faces. With all these girls playing with each other, they all kind of know each other, so it's nice to see that Sherbrooke's in this league. I know for the university, it's pretty much the same team or along the same team. So for them to get some more practice, get some more one-on-ones versus all these top teams, it's kind of good to see, especially like Cayenne and Sub Zero. Technically, Cayenne, Sub Zero, Blue Pond, Matrix, they're not university teams, but they have a lot of fellow university girls on it, or current university girls on it. That was nice to see. For regarding games in the week, we for women's one, I'm just gonna go to schedule. Oh, actually, I'll go to playoffs. Playoffs, I'm pretty sure everyone makes it. So just to kind of just put that out there, everyone does make it for women's one. For the game of the week, I'm just gonna go to the schedule. So there's only 2 teams for the game of the week. To be honest, I'm gonna take both of these teams. Matrix versus Cayenne should be a good game. That's gonna be on Saturday. Hopefully, all the girls are kind of are kind of freshen up from their trip, and they're back to kind of get things going. And then Sub Zero versus Blue Pond the day after, and on January 25th in Chattagee. I think that's going to be a good game too. I think, to be honest, I think every team should be a good game regarding women's one. I think maybe the only team that's going to be struggling is Sherbrooke and Blue Pond a bit, depending on their roster and who's kind of there and how they play. More Sherbrooke because they're familiar and new, and I don't know a lot of the girls on this team compared to Blue Pond, where they do have a good chemistry. I'm not saying Sherbrooke doesn't. I just think Blue Pond is better chemistry wise. But I know going this season, a lot of these games are going to be super good.
So yeah, so I think looking at Blue Pond, so sorry to uh cut off there for a bit. Like Sarah Berbiche, Frederic Paul, Audrey Lajoie, and Frederic. These are some names we've seen the last couple of seasons, right, in FPF. Emmanuel Brassard, the quarterback. I think she was off for a little bit. I know that. Now she's back. So that's obviously a game changer at the quarterback position. So speaking to your point, Quaysie, you're talking about VNO or the Verrier, Sherbrooke. It's not necessarily that they don't have great players, but I think or lack of chemistry. I just think that the ladies for Blue Pond, I think there's a little bit better and definitely at least more experience than some of the ladies, some of the females on the Sherbrooke Verrier team.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So that's what I would. I'm trying to just pull up Sherbrooke's roster here. So they have
Yeah, I
Frederick
was looking at it before. I
Carr.
don't really recognize anybody, to be honest.
You have Marianne Quinn. She's super good. Um,
Okay.
Matisse Dajou. She's really good. You have Ellie Teller that used to play for
Yeah.
Hebrew.
Okay. So okay. Yeah. 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 She's
Yeah,
good.
she's
Yeah.
good. No,
She's good.
we have Naomi Gerd. She's also a former Hebrew player as well. So no, they have good.
For sure.
I'm
Okay.
again. Also, they have what's that guy's name? Charles Villiers. He's also the coach over there too. So she's
Charles
gonna be
Verreau, the player, the receiver, Charles Verreau.
yeah. He's the
Okay,
coach at
okay,
Sugar right
okay,
now.
okay. So he knows the ball. So yeah, they're
Yeah,
well coached and
yeah, no,
yeah,
they're in good hands. But again, I just think Blue Pond has more familiar names and girls that are kind of
yeah,
been
yeah,
doing this longer. So it's a
yeah.
young
No, no,
team.
that's it. Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. Ellie Tellier, like we called the name. I think a championship game a while back, or maybe I did with uh I can't remember what I call this. We call so many games. Anyways, um, uh, I think that they're not lacking talent. And speaking to your point, Sherbrooke's not lacking talent. They're just lacking some of those core FPF players or some of that FPF experience. Very, very, not as many players on the Sherbrooke team compared to Blue Pod have FPF experience. So
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, right? You got to go on the field and play the games.
mhm, exactly.
Big
No,
test,
I think
right?
it's
They
gonna
they
be
they they start with Sub-Zero and then
yeah,
Matrix and then Kyan. So two,
yeah.
three big games.
I think it's going to be a great experience for them. The fact that they do
Yeah,
play most of these girls in university in general, but I think it's going to be
yeah,
such a good
yeah,
experience to kind of seeing them every week. I believe I think in university like every month you have like a tournament, so to see these girls every week and playing on and off. They have like a back to back actually versus Sub Zero Matrix on January
yeah,
thirty
yeah,
first.
yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of flag going on. They actually have two back to backs. Weird. I wonder if they have maybe
There
a
you go.
tour wise. But anyways, it should be a
A
good
lot of
season. Women's
ball.
one should be a very good season with
Yeah.
all these powerhouse teams in it.
All right. Let's go over to co-ed 3. So looking at the standings right now, well, we have a couple of undefeated teams. Actually, we have seven undefeated teams out of the 20 that play in the division. So I'm really happy to see there's actually a lot of teams in this division. You have Dream Killers 3-0, Shout Out Squad 2-0, You Touch It, You Catch It 2-0, Shakira's 2.0 2-0, Padawans 2-0, End Zone Cartel, Pick Artists also 2-0 and 2-0. For me, I gotta say I want to go with the top team. Right? I'm gonna go with Dream Killers number one. I'm gonna say Shadow Squad number two. And I'm not going to say you touched it, you catch it, number three. I'm not going to pick them as number three. I'm actually going to go and say Shakira 2.0 is my number three team. 65 points over two games. They've only given up 26 points over two games. So you touch it, you catch it have only also have played two games. They've only let in 18 points, but they've only scored 27. So 27 compared to 65. 38-point differential right there. I want to go in favor of Shakira 2.0 over You Touched It, You Catch It for my third spot in the power rankings.
Okay. I'm good. My rankings are going to be completely off. I don't have any of the top teams now. I don't have them in my rankings. Number
I
one, I'm
got
going to
you.
go Pick Artists.
Okay.
They had a
Okay.
good season last year. They finished 7-3, or the year before that. They finished 7-3. They had a good season. They ended up losing in playoffs versus Mixology. I think it was the team that beat them. Not the year, a year last year. I think it was. Then I'm gonna go with Shakul Oatmeal. I'm gonna go with them.
Oh, Shaquille
They end
O'Neal. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that name.
they end up losing versus Pick Artists. It was 33 to 30, but that team is stacked. It's a bunch of McGill full players with a bunch of McGill football five girls. So I think that's going to be a really good team if they kind of get things together, get some good chemistry going on until they get to week 10 because they're going to have the talent on the guy side. They're going to have a bunch of athletes and the girls are studs too. So I was going to be my number two, and then my number
Okay.
three. My number three. I'm gonna give it to Dream Killers. Um,
Okay.
it's a team that's developing. They have Naomi Forte. She's good. She's been
Yeah.
playing for a
Yeah. Yeah.
while. She's
Yep.
been playing for a while now. She has her own women's team as well. But she's good. Like I think her only issue is sometimes is when you're playing co-ed, the ball doesn't get to a certain spot fast enough. The rusher comes at you faster, so you have to make faster reads. But I think
Yeah.
she can be fine right now.
Smart.
She
He's a smart
they
quarterback.
played. I feel like they played the bottom of the bunch teams, so that's kind of good for them. The reason why they're 3-0, I think they played the bottom of the bunch. So again, does their schedule get a bit easy? Does the schedule get a bit harder? I'm not exactly sure. There's 20 teams. There's also a lot of new teams, right, in this division. So,
Hmm.
so this week they play Delicious and Delicious. Again, that's a team that's been in the league as well too. I think they're gonna win that game. I think they played with each other last season as well too. So I'm gonna give them the number 3 spot, mostly because I don't see them playing any powerhouse teams. So I think they're gonna be able to keep a top spot in general. So I'm gonna give them, and that it's kind of the reason why I'm gonna pick them at number 3 instead of like anything lower than that or higher than that, because I don't think they're better than Pick Artists or Oatmeal, but I think they're better than a lot of the teams in this division. So I'm gonna give them the 3 spot.
That's fair. That's fair. What game are you looking forward to most this coming week?
Um, so most it's gonna be where's the uh uh no, just literally Dream Killers versus Delicious and Delicious. I want to see if Dream Killers can continue their streak, see if they go 4-0
Okay.
and kind of keep things rolling. Yourself?
Okay. All right. I want to go. I was looking at it. I was gonna pick that game, not gonna lie, so I'll come off of that then. I'm gonna say so that this game kind of caught my attention. So Fatties taking on the Steezers. That's gonna be this Saturday at Embrsard. So the Fatties got a couple buddies of mine on the team, obviously. Sam Anasopoulos, Peter Burrs or Peter Bertoldi. So he's on that team as well. So a couple guys I played with last summer season. Uh, yeah, so I'm looking forward. I want to see what this team could do. Vaughn Van Zlet, obviously, is a stand-up guy. He's on the team as well. So Sam's throwing. I've seen Sam throw here and there. He's actually threw a couple of times for my team. He was all right, man. So it looks like Johnny, I assume his brother, was on the team as well. There's Angela, so I assume that's his sister. Hopefully, I'm right about that. Either his brother or sister, or his cousins, one or the other. The Anastasopoulos family is on this team. So
Hmm.
yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm interested to see how they look together. And again, they're taking on, like I said, a big matchup coming up again this Saturday as they take on the Steezers in Broussard.
Okay. Let's go to
Go ahead
division.
too.
What? Go ahead, 2. Go ahead, 2.
Yep. Yes, go ahead too. So we have this division. We have 19 teams, so uneven number, but that's all right. A couple of teams look familiar. Easy Fun, McNuggy, Sour Patch Kids, Block Party. I'm always love watching Block Party play. Michael Scott's Tots, same thing. I love watching these guys play. Shark Attack, no pads, no helmets, just balls. Mistolage, back that pass up. So yeah, a lot of veteran teams. Kamikaze, yeah, a lot of veteran teams in this division.
Yeah.
Party
Isn't
mixes
it
here as
kind of
well. Good.
isn't it kind of crazy how big co-ed is right now? Like co-ed 3, you had
Yeah,
20
yeah.
something. Co-ed 2, you have 19. Like we started with co-ed, there was barely 6 teams. Like
Mhm.
barely 6
It's true.
teams.
It's true.
And now you
It's
have
true.
more than 60 teams in co-ed. It's crazy. From co-ed
I
3 to
mean,
co-ed
look,
4.
this again, that's the popularity of flag football, right? Parents, I find out too with parents. I had this conversation a couple of times with some of the kids at my school. Like parents, they're okay putting their kids in flag football. Tackle, not so much, right? And that's the
Yeah,
whole thing. Oh
no,
my God,
flag is
concussions and yada yada. You can get concussions playing soccer. You can get
yeah,
concussions playing hockey, basketball, anything, softball, but football always has that stigma attached to it. But yeah, flag football for sure is the popularity, and it's one of the things we do really well here in FPF, right? Like really promoting the game for both men and women, and people just want to come out and play ball, especially in the winter, right? There's only so many sports you could play during the winter time. If you don't play hockey or you can't afford to play hockey, well,
yeah.
or figure skate. Next best thing is either basketball or flag football.
Yeah, no, for sure. The amount of times I try to get flag guys into football, and their parents are just like, "No, my mom said no, or my dad said no." And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand, I get
exactly,
it. It's
exactly.
not this. This tackle football is not for everybody. Like,
It's
and it
true.
is a
That is
thing.
very
Like,
true.
it makes and it breaks you. I have guys that came to play tackle, and then the next week they're not back. I'm like, oh no, it's not for me. But then a
Yeah,
couple
yeah, yeah,
months
for
later,
sure.
I see them at flag and like, oh coach. I'm here for flag, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
what happens to tackle? Like, oh, it's different. It's different, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It takes
Yeah.
one kid to kind of
100%.
light you up, and you're just like, nah, I'm not. It's not. This is not for me. But flag, you're fine. Like no one,
A
like no
hundred, a
one
hundred
goes.
percent, a hundred
So
percent. I think it's a shame. This was just I'm not gonna be an old man get off my porch rant. I think it's a shame because football teaches you tackle, flag too, but football tackle teaches you so much about yourself, right? About toughness, and you're on a team with like 30, 40 other people. You got to learn to get over yourself quick.
no,
Team
100%.
goals, team stuff over yourself, right? Anyways,
Yeah.
that's just that's my one little rant. Parents, have your kids play tackle football in the off season. Have them come to the FPF and play some flag. It'll do them a world of good. You learn a ton about yourself and how to be tough by playing tackle football. But it is what it is. To each your own.
So top, give me your top three
Sure.
teams.
I'm going to say so mixed a lot for sure. I can't pick against these guys. The Tucson brothers, like they're phenomenal. The Williams brothers as well. Like these guys can ball. Like I've been saying forever, the ladies on this team can ball. LeBlanc can ball. Her whole crew. These guys and these ladies can ball. I'm not gonna pick against them. I like Block Party, man. Like they're hype. They bring out crowds. They're just fun. Like I honestly have fun either calling their games or watching them play. They're fun. And I'm gonna say, you call me a little biased. I'm gonna say my boy, my main man, Kenny Batulia, Michael Scott's Tots. They're a veteran team. These guys know how to play. Sometimes they play up to the competition, sometimes they play down, but they're usually a tough out. I'm gonna put Michael Scott's Tots in my power rankings this week. And again, and this actually makes sense, and not just because I'm cool with Kenny and Zach and those guys. They're 2-0. They're 2-0, so I'm justified with picking them in my power rankings.
Okay. Um, I'm actually gonna go. My number three. I think just number three. I'm gonna go Venom.
Yeah,
That's with
yeah,
Paula Pure and some of his
yep.
Vanny Cheetah girls.
Hmm.
Number two, I'm gonna go Mixology or Mixology. The team,
Yeah, yep,
they're
yep, yep.
kind of proving their name. They're kind of seeing they are. And number one, I'm gonna go with We Thought They Were Snacks. That's with Alex. I forgot his last name. Alex Pazi.
Oh, so Zalipski, yeah. He's good. He's a good player.
Yeah,
Zalipski,
he's a good
George Spino.
quarterback.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. He's also faster than a lot of people realize. Like I've seen some good Russian
Ooh,
Russian, and he's
yeah.
just like he's
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
You know, he's
He can stop
fast.
on a dime.
He did a great job in division in co-ed one last year. He had a good
Yeah.
start. I think they finished 6-4. Didn't end up going so well in playoffs at the end, but um, he's good. And the fact that he's a quarterback again for co-ed two, I think they're going to do a great job.
Yeah, I think you're right. 100%. I think you're right. He's another guy. He's one of those. This is what I like. You have some of those players and you have some of these teams that are just exciting. And Zalewski for sure. He's a good guy too. Like you can put him at rusher, you can put him at receiver, at quarterback. He can make he's not just one of those guys. He's fast as heck, but he's not one of those guys who wants to run all the time. He can, but he could also throw with accuracy and with timing while he runs, which makes you a really dangerous quarterback, whether it's tackle or especially here in flag. So you mentioned we thought there were snacks. You know, I'm gonna pick. We thought there were snacks. Easy fun. That's gonna be my pick for game of the week. I'm looking. You look at this easy fun roster. Again, there's another veteran team. Long Christoph, long great player. Team. Trying to say that a quarterback. Yeah, it's easy for long. Nick Blake, Lorian Bouchard's on this team. So there's a couple of big names here. That's on Morgan LaFalls, who I've seen up play a lot. So I'm gonna pick easy fun. Uh, they coming off a tough 31-26 loss to Mixed Waters last on the 11th. So they're gonna look to get back on track again against. We thought they were taking place this coming Sunday, 3 p.m. Wow.
I'm gonna go Block Party versus Party Mix for mine.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a good
A
game. It's
party, a party
Block
party's
Party
going on. All
Party
right.
Mix, you know. Yeah, exactly. A party. There's gonna be a party. There's gonna be a party. So it's always a good time.
Rowdy. All right.
So
So let's
that's
go
co-ed
co-ed one.
two. We'll go code one. Yeah.
Co-ed one. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So looking at the standings here. So 7 teams. You've heard them all before. The Merge, Lego My Flag. So Silly Geese, Kevin Wyeth has a new team in there. I was looking at this roster. It's pretty much his team. I can't remember the name of it. Was it Domino's? Maybe it wasn't Domino's from last
Yeah, it was
winter.
Domino's. It was Domino's.
Okay, Domino. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're on that team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you, Emma, Gigi. So this is Emma, Gigi. So Rochelle's in there, obviously. Gabe's in there as well. Dab Champagne. Dante Girardi, underrated player. He's on this team as well. And then you add in from Sub Zero, arguably the best rusher in FPF, Jessica Bussy Tappan. So she's on. She hasn't played a game yet, but she's on the roster. Hopefully she plays. And obviously Ben as well. Ben McMahon can snap. We do whatever on this team. So I really like that team. Um, they're actually taking on plenty of fish. So Will Power. I wonder how Will Power feels about Jeff Halfley being the new head coach of his Miami Dolphins. So about that. Then we'll get him on the show. We'll ask him at a later date. But yeah, so again, 7 teams. Laguerre took. The IG team is back, so it's good to see them again. Like on my flag, like I said, fifth squad. Coming off of a solid fall season, struggling a little bit, 0-2 so far, but there's a ton of football left, so we'll see what's up. Yeah. For me, my
Just to
power
let you know,
rankings.
Plenty of Fish is with Mo Lacoste.
Yeah, but Will Power's on the team. Yeah, so yeah, Mulder Cox is the quarterback. You're right. I actually have that in my
Oh,
notes.
Will Power's
But
on the Plenty of Fish team?
usually he is. Hold on, let me double check
No,
that. Could
not
I be
not
wrong?
not,
There's a chance.
not like co-ed.
No,
It's
you're
usually
right.
Theo,
I thought he
Jamie.
was. I'm thinking Finn's up. My apologies to
Yeah,
these guys.
exactly. Yeah,
I'm thinking Finn's up. Sorry. Dylan Taylor's on the team, but yes, Mo's
yeah,
always the
Steph.
quarterback. Mo's the quarterback for this team. Jordan McLaren Thompson is on the
Yeah,
team.
you're
Steph
thinking
Galina.
Fins up, and
I'm
you
thinking
just
Finn's up. My apologies. Yeah.
The Miami logo that got you
Exactly.
there.
Well, they have the Dolphins jerseys. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking Finn's up. My
Yeah.
apologies. Thank you for calling me on that. You're right. You're right. Either way, good team. They're always in contention. A lot of old heads, a lot of veterans on that team. So I expect them to make a deep playoff run. For me though, if I'm picking my top teams, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with Silly Geese as number one. Again, you have the best quarterback in FPF history. I'm gonna pick them. The Merge is number two. We talked about you mentioned it before, right? Good on you. But Mark Andre Reed's winning in co-ed. He's really good at winning in co-ed for sure. And I'm gonna say number three. I'm torn between Lego My Flag and the IG team. Torn. I'm torn. So I know Lego My Flag. I'm looking at this Lego My Flag team, right? And I'm like, okay. And like, first off, I don't see you on the team. But then like, okay, you got you got Sanders, you got Maya, Paul, obviously. You got Maria Manseri. She's a really underrated player. She's really, really good receiver. They added some depth too. Laura Zuko, Chloe Samard. I think they both played at Champlain. Do really good player. Phoebe, shout out to the homegirl Phoebe. And Adam Malinoff, right? I like what they have. It's just again, you putting all your hopes on Jeff. I love Jeff. You putting all your hopes at Jeff for quarterback. I don't know if I could do that. Um, I look at the IG team, right? So obviously the captain, the main man himself, Jean Lee is there, right? You got Jean Lee, you got Jordanson, you got Constance Millar. So I know you're a friend of yours, right? She's a great player. Yvonne Salamon's there. I like this team, man. You got Gucci there, right? Shani Louis Jacquet always makes a big play for this team when they need it. Leticia and Galu, like Chloe Corbet as well, right? They have some players that have been together for a long time and they can ball. You know what? Forget it. I talked myself into it. I'm having the IG team is as my number three team. So for me, it's Silly Geese, the Merge 2.0, and the IG team.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite. Not the opposite, actually. Sorry. I'm gonna go Lego My Flag. I'm gonna go the Merge, and I'm gonna go the Silly Geese.
Good. Okay.
So
Okay.
kind of the same. Just a switch on. You took basic IG. I took Lego.
Yeah, it's fine. Sure. That's
For
fair.
game of the week,
Good question.
for game of the week I
Let's
have
go for
the Merge is playing twice actually. Actually, ooh, I'm way too far in this. There's actually only one
oh,
game.
there's
Silly
one game this
Geese
week.
versus Plenty of Fish. So that's the game of the week.
Yeah, there you go. Who okay, yeah, who
Okay.
you picking in this game?
I'm gonna go Silly Geese there. I think. I think they're. It depends if Theo and all there are still there, but I think Kevin Wilde. I think co-ed for him is a bit too easy. Especially co-ed 10 yards to a first down, or is it midfield? Midfield? I'm not sure if they changed it, but I think it's just
Forward.
too easy for co-ed. It's too easy for
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. So yeah, the silly geese and plenty of fish in Brassard this coming Saturday night. Ooh, 11 o'clock on Saturday night. God, horrible. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick silly geese to be honest with you. Like I'd be shocked if I'm not shocked. Plenty of fish again. They're a veteran team. Molokas has been in the league forever. Dylan Taylor, all those guys, like they know what they're doing.
Mhm.
Obviously, like I said, if some other guys show up, yeah, I'm still gonna go silly geese. Yeah, silly geese. I think silly geese in a tight game.
Okay. Let's go to co-ed 5v5. So co-ed 5v5 is new.
Yep.
It's standard. It's standard in all over pretty much the world that they play 5v5 co-ed. They don't have COVID. They don't have co-ed 6v6. They have They don't have co-ed. They don't have 6v6 anywhere. But anyways, 5v5 is a standard played everywhere. Everywhere. So it's kind of nice to see that FPF is now offering it. Lots of teams. Lots of teams. It's surprising that there's 8 teams. You would maybe figure maybe it would be 4 or 5 to kind of start something new, but 8 teams and 8 really good teams. You have sick quarterbacks from every division up and down. Flagmois, de Croix. You have
Spicy
got it.
Bridge, got Joe Myers.
No, you have Alex Nadeau-Pease for Flagmois. Maple
Yeah.
Syrup, you have Mark Entre Reeves. Spicy Braves, you have Joe Meyer. Airbuds, you have Jeff. Goddamn, you have Ben, I believe. ATM Dummies, you have Sarah Parker. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Have Ben. Goddamn, you have Tam. So again, a lot of veteran names, a lot of veteran players, a lot of crazy women, a lot of it's just to be honest with you, it's a crazy division. So much talent in it as well. Going to my top 3 teams, I'm gonna give from bottom to top. So for number 3 to 1, I'm gonna give Earbuds and number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna give to Flagmois, and number 1, I'm gonna go Spicy Braves.
Hmm, okay. Okay. Hmm. I'm gonna go. This is interesting for me here. Hmm. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go flag. Uh, Let me see here. Shoot my mouth off. So spicy Braves. Looking at the roster right now. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say spicy Braves. I want to go flag Quad, but the Braves. I've learned in my time in FPF from writing, from doing this, like don't bet against them. So I'm gonna say spicy Braves, flag Quad. Interesting though for this third team here. I'm looking at Gundam right now in Tam's team. So Tam has shout out to the homegirl Ashley Longin. So she was one of our first guests last season. I think last winter. She's one of the guests on the show. She's on this team. Mary Stanescu. She could play. Effie Patron's on this team too, eh? Yes, Sanders. No, okay, I can't pick them. They're top heavy. This team. They have some talent, though. They're top heavy. Although you know what, top heavy with Jean Lee and Sanders is pretty good. And then adding, yeah, Gucci's on the team as well. Ashley's on. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go on
Even
the limb
even
here. I'm
even
going on the
Maple
limb.
Syrup is a good team as well too. You got
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah, yeah. See, and see that's what I was looking at because I was like, maple syrup. I'm like, okay, so you look at the names, right? You got Mark Andre Reed, you got Serge Pilon Jr. So you got a Hall of Famer and a guy who probably will end up in the Hall of Fame, right? And then on the gate,
Farmer.
Jasmine Farmer. Doesn't get much better than that. You got Lori, you got Coralie. This is a deep team. I'm just like,
Yeah, there's a lot. To be honest, there's a lot
it's
of really
tight.
good teams in the.
This is tight. This is tight. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say Spicy Braves because it's Mayu and those boys. Mill shot of Vernet. I'm gonna say Flag Moi because it's Flag Moi, right? Alex Nado, please don't bet against them. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna say Gundam just because it's Tam. He's a great coach. He's a great mind, right? He can still play, obviously. So I'm gonna say Gundam. Got good mix of veterans and youth on this team. So I'm gonna go with Gundam as my third team, at least this week in the power rankings. Fluid. It could change
And
this
for
week. Gundam.
schedule for this week, who's your game of the week?
Good question. So my game of the week, I gotta say,
There's two. There's only two
you know,
games. So
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say Gundam because I just picked him, so I wanted to prove me right. Taking on AT and Dummies. AT and Dummies. So Sarah Parker and the crew. So Emerson Peterkins on the team, Tristan Mancini. So a little Champlain connection there. Obviously Mancini, former receiver at ConU. Ahmed Bubakar, ConU obviously, alumni, Frederick, Paul. Talked about it before. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be the game between AT and Dummies against Gundam.
okay, I'm gonna go with the same thing with you. ATWs and Condom.
All right then. There you go.
All right. So we did co-ed. We did all co-ed. We did 5v5 now. We did women's. So now we're missing just men's, intermediate, and competitive. So let's start with intermediate.
So looking at it here, looking at the standings right now. So eight teams in general. Team Quebec, U18, 3-0. Let's get to see Flags Don't Lie, 2-0. Flag Avengers, 2-0. Football Quebec U16, 1-1. And then Red Zone 0-1, Green Monster 0-2, Hungry Hippos 0-2, and Lays Benchwarmers 0-2 as well. I gotta say for me, my top team is Flags Online. 2 games played, they've let in a total of 6 points. You can't ask for anything more than that. Uh, Team Quebec U18, 3 games played, they've let in 19 points. It doesn't get much better defensively than that either. And I gotta say, just looking at their offense, I mean, Flag Avengers, right? 3 games played, sorry, 2 games played. They've let in 43 points, so that's kind of a lot of points, but they've scored 66. So I mean, yeah, for me, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same with you. Top three teams: Team Quebec, Flags, and then Flag Avengers as well.
But do you
No,
have Flags Don't Lie first, or do you have Team Quebec U18 first?
um, just looking at Flags Don't Lie's roster.
I have them as my number one team.
Yeah, I would give
Yeah,
yeah. I think I'd give them as the number one team too. Um,
it's a good team actually.
yeah, it is a good team. They played last season too. I forgot their it wasn't Flags No Lie. They had a different name. But and then you have Blue Dry that's not in intermediate anymore. Right now they're in competitive. So usually Blue Dry won the championship last year against this team Flags No Lie. I don't remember the name. What was their actual name? Or I think they beat them in the semis. But
Oh,
um,
it was Bears team. Same team that was one.
so
Okay.
there was the team penetration, and then there was
Yeah, backfield penetration. That's it.
penetration,
Yeah, yeah.
Blue Dry, but there was two other teams, Green Monster, and
The Green Monster. Yeah,
there's another one. It's literally
yeah.
Flags Don't Lie, but I don't remember the name. They changed their name.
Right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's the same rosters, the same guys. But yeah, so I'll go Flags Don't Lie number one, Team Quebec number two, and Flag Avengers number three. Interesting fact again, Flags Don't Lie only allowed 6 points. I think we're both kind of on the same page here for that. For my game of the week, Green Monster. Oh, whoa. Well, why did it? Sorry, the schedule just flipped up for me. Game of the week: Team Quebec U18 versus Flags Don't Lie. It should be a good game.
So I'm just trying to look at it here. The name of that team we were talking about because it's bothering me now. The Pack is Back was a team, but it's not the same team. I can't
That might be it.
That could have been possibly. Oh, anyways. Um. Okay, so game of the week for this part here. So who's your pick for game of the week?
Team Quebec U18 versus Flags Don't Lie.
Okay, so that should get. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Green Monsters against the Benchwarmers. Listen, these teams right now, both 0-4 in the standings. Green Monster, they're a veteran team. I think they won the championship last winter, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe last spring. I think it was last spring they won. Yeah, they last spring they won the intermediate championship. So I want to see. I know a couple guys on the team. They're a bunch of good dudes. I want to see them do well. They have to get back on track, right? So 0-2 against 0-2, they bench warmers. So let's see. One of these teams hopefully will get a win. Hopefully we don't have a tie. Hopefully one of these teams come in here with the W. And I want to pick Green Monster to get the win this weekend and get off the schneid, so to speak.
Okay. Let's go competitive 5v5.
Yep.
It's going to be the last
Last division.
division. So just looking at the schedule right now, or the standings, sorry. Looking at the standings. So only 4 teams have played. So I mean, it's that. I think the top 3 teams again. I'm gonna be biased because I play on KGP Elite. So I'm gonna go Braves, Magics, and then KGP. Those are gonna be my top 3 teams. Just want to give a shout out to Blue Dry 10.1 for making the jump. Um, I know they
Yeah,
won the
yeah,
last
100%.
championship, so they're gonna kind of see exactly who they are. You know, they played Flagma first game, ended up losing 58-34, but they scored 34 points. You know, so it's a start somewhere. It could have been way worse. It could have been way worse. Could have been better. You know, but I think it's in between. That's pretty good. Again, their schedule doesn't get any easier. You got Raw Dogs, you got KGP, you got Braves, you got Party Crashers, you got Flag Moi again, you have Montreal Magic, you have Montreal Magic again, and then you have No Regard. So I mean, games are not going to get easier, but it's going to be a good what's the word? It's going to be a good challenge for them to kind of see exactly where they are. You know, if I think for intermediate 5v5, I think they kind of knew where they stand, being one of the top teams. Now they kind of can see if they're able to beat some of these top 5v5 teams in pretty much Canada. I would like to say.
You got to hear. I think for me, the standings are dictating a lot of my power rankings. So you get the Braves in first. I think Montreal Magic. I would say second. No disrespect to KGP Elite and yourself. I'm gonna put Flagwa Sack as my third team, just slightly ahead of the Party Crashers. Again, Alex Nando Priest as a quarterback. That's what's kind of swinging uh, that vote, I guess, for lack of better terms, for me over John C. Alexi. And John C. Alexi, fantastic player, fantastic quarterback. Just if I had to choose between John C. Alexi, a quarterback over Alex Nando Priest, I'm going to pick Alex Nando Priest. I don't think I'd be alone in that one. So that's why I'm giving Flat Sack the third spot on my power rankings behind Braves and Montreal Magic. I'm looking at Naproxen right now. So Naproxen, so former quarterback of mine, good dude, former OC at Champlain, Stephen Quaysie is their quarterback. Great dude, smart caller of a game caller, if you will. Execution lacks a little bit there. He's a good quarterback. He coaches quarterback, so he should know how to throw the ball. It's just sometimes he'll have those interceptions where it's just like, oh, like at the worst possible time. But he's a good team guy, a good
Sorry
leader.
to cut you
I'm
off
looking at
here,
yeah, yes.
Brent. I think the quarterback is Dimitri. I think Casey just subbed in the first game.
Okay. So maybe yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, Dimitri Sinodino. So yeah, if that's the case, that's interesting. Sinodino has had some FPF experience. So that's good. So Emilio James Leclerc, former receiver, I believe he played at either U of M or Sherbrooke. I can't remember now.
Sure.
William Marchand's on
Wait,
there.
so who did you say?
Sorry,
Who did you say? Emilio?
Emilio James Leclerc.
Okay, I'm not sure.
He's been a youth sports guy for a couple of years. He might be done now. Um, Zach Brassard played, I believe, at Champlain. So I think he's a Stephen Casey guy. So I met Nicola Pierre Massey the other day. Good dude. Uh, I can't remember where he told me he played. I've
He
seen
played
his
at
name
Bishops.
before. Sorry. But okay, yeah. Okay, you're right. I should just say, yeah, Bishops. Yeah, so there's some players. There's some interesting players. Tristan Tuisson, right, from Mixed Lodge, finally playing like on another team, especially another team in a higher division. Both time he could ball. So there's some interesting players. It's gonna be interesting to see where, like, when Dinos comes back. I mean, ideally he should be the quarterback. He's a guy who I've called his games at McGill when he used to play. Mo Khan, shout out to Mo. Has said the same for years. He should have played receiver. Maybe he comes and plays receiver here in FPF. I don't know. But against Stephen Quaysie, we'll have to see what happens. Was Stephen Quaysie just a sub, or
I
is
think
he
he's
going to be on the team?
yeah. I think he just came to sub because Dimitri couldn't
Okay.
play.
It's funny because I saw him. He's wearing commission jersey. Man, it's whatever. All right, so yeah, maybe it's just a sub. Then yeah, but Sinodino should be the quarterback for this team. So we'll see what happens. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, those are my power rankings. In terms of games of the week, who do you have for game of the week in this division, or what do you have for
I'm
game of
gonna
the
go. I'm gonna go Raw Dogs versus Blue Dry. Kind of to see
week? Game.
Raw Dogs. Kind of see if Blue Dry is gonna what they're gonna do in that game. I think it should be depends if Raw Dogs are gonna roll them over or Blue Dry is gonna put up a fight.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, that's how it's going to go as well. Shout out to my buddy Fred Juno, Tristan Boye is on the team, so that's a really good addition for the squad. So I have to see what they're all about, right? They're making it. They won the championship in intermediate. They're making it jump to comp. Right now they're 0-1. They got hammered actually 58-34 by FlagPlus Football. For Fred's a great guy. Fred's a good team guy, strong arm. He can run. He'll also occasionally, not every game, but occasionally he'll throw those bad interceptions too. But then, and to his credit, he'll make it back. He'll play defense, and then he'll get an interception on defense. But we'll have to see.
Yeah,
Alex Neto, person that game, 19 of 22, 322 yards and 8 touchdown passes. So yeah, he was clearly doing something right in that game, getting a 58-34 win last Saturday against Blue Dry, 10.1 now. So yeah, Blue Dry looking to bounce back. Let's see if they could do that. To take on the Raw Dogs, like you said, coming up on the 26th.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that pretty much does it. We did all the women's divisions. We did all the 5v5. We done yeah,
Co-ed.
co-ed 1, co-ed 2, co-ed 3,
Mm-hmm.
co-ed 5v5. I think we're good.
Yes, sir.
All right. So this episode's a lot shorter, which is good for you guys, good for us. This has been awesome. Again, this is the new format we're going to be doing for the rest of the season. 6v6, 1 through 6B, one episode. Second episode, we come back. We get the ladies. We get all the co-ed divisions. We get all the 5v5. They come out on different days, so it's cool. So you guys watch one full episode. You get a little break. A couple days later, second episode comes out. I think it's a good thing for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So quickly before we sign off, I know we were saying I was talking to you earlier this week, and we were talking about AFC Championship, NFC Championship. We got AFC Pats against the Broncos. Obviously, Bo Nix is out, so it
Yeah.
is what it
I'm
is.
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Patriots
Sorry.
to win that game. Patriots versus Denver. I think Patriots are gonna take that down. The fact that Bo Nix is not there playing,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think Seattle's gonna. I think Seattle's gonna take care of the Rams. Rams beat them twice this season. I think they get their revenge, their game in their W.
Okay. Okay. I got you on the whole Broncos. So listen, I think Jarrett Stidham's a decent backup quarterback. I understand what you're saying though. I just
He's
think
a
that Denver
backup. Like
defense is so good.
there's a reason why you did not start. Like
No,
you're
you're
a
a
backup.
rookie. You're rookie. You're a rookie. I
Yeah,
hear you.
I know,
But
but
okay,
like
I'll
at
put it
the
like
end
this.
of the day,
Okay, you're not wrong. There's a reason why he's not starting. We're gonna start. You draft a rookie, Bo Nix. You're gonna put Jarrett Stidham over Bo Nix? No, but
I mean, if he was
look,
better, yeah.
no, Bo Nix is better than Jarrett Stidham.
No, I'm saying he
That's
is,
not the
but I'm
point.
just
But
saying like I don't know. People think like it's a good thing they're playing in Denver because if they were playing in New
yeah,
England, not even close. The fact that they get
oh, yeah,
home field advantage, I think
okay.
that's one of the biggest things. But I just don't see a backup quarterback winning a conference championship, a conference AFC championship.
I mean, it's happened before, right? We've seen it happen before for a couple. I mean, my man, Bob Purdy, he took over for Jimmy G. And
Yeah, Brock
listen, I
Purdy
understand what
played
you're
like
saying. And
7 games in the season or 8 games. He
yeah,
played a
okay, that's
lot.
true. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Listen, I expect the Patriots to win. I'm just saying the Denver defense, led by guys like Nick Bonino, right? You have him, you have Zach Allen coming off the edge, Jonathan Cooper. They rush the passer. They have the most sacks in the league.
Yeah.
All I'm
Do,
saying is
do
they're
you?
at home. That defense can get after Drake May. I'm still not 100% sold. I mean, yeah, he's gonna finish second MVP voting. That old line for the Patriots hasn't been that great. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if it happens, don't be totally shocked if the Broncos knock out the Patriots. I don't expect it to happen. I'm saying if it does, don't be shocked. Because that if you can give that Broncos defense 17 points, I like your chances. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
No, you're right. You're right on that. I just don't see someone. I just don't see a backup quarterback coming in.
Mhm.
Even the fact that like Patriots just played Houston. Houston by far my squad, one of the top teams. Yeah, CJ Stroud played but
Trash, hot garbage.
horrible. But I just don't think. I think Houston's defense is better than Denver's, but I could be biased. And
Yeah, you're right. No, you're
I
not.
feel like it
You're not
also
biased. You're right. You're right.
showed Patriots some of their flaws that they're definitely gonna take care of before going to Denver.
All right. Yeah. Definitely a possibility for sure. Listen again. I expect the Patriots to win. Doesn't happen, I won't be totally surprised. So you pick Seattle, you said, right, against the Rams?
Yeah, I think third time's a charm. I think Rams beat Seattle twice. I think they're gonna get them this time.
Oh no, see Seattle beat them in the final matchup.
No, didn't Rams beat them twice this year?
Nope.
They shared
Seattle beat them in
1-1.
the final matchup. That's why Seattle beat them in the final matchup, which is why the Niners had a chance to knock off Seattle for first in the NFC West on week 18. That was the game, remember? So there was a 2-point conversion, which there was a pass that got deflected at the line of scrimmage. Everyone thought it was a forward pass, and it wasn't.
The
Zach
Rams.
Charbonnet, the running back for Seattle, picked up the ball in the end zone to give it back to the ref, and they ruled it no, that's actually a good 2-point conversion
Okay,
because the pass
yeah,
was
right. That's
lateral.
when 49ers. Sorry, no Rams.
That was in
Yeah, that's when they beat them. Oh no, what am I looking at? Sorry, I'm on the
that was
schedule.
in week 16. Yeah, yeah. Seattle beat the Rams
Yeah,
in
by one
Seattle in
point.
week
Yeah,
16.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm still going to Seattle. I'm
All
still
right, fair
going to
enough. I mean, listen, Zach Charbonnet, they beat down my Niners. It was ugly. But Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL in that game. So it's just Kenneth Walker, who's been phenomenal in the playoffs so far. But I don't know. I think Matt Stafford's winning MVP, and I think the Rams are going to knock off Seattle. Seattle's defense is good. Don't get me wrong. I think they could they're the top three at the very worst, right? Behind Denver and definitely behind your Texans. But they have that swarming defense where they take away the deep ball. They force you to check it down a lot. But Matthew Stafford has been the best quarterback, I think, in the league the entire season. Puka Nakua is going to be doing his thing. Devontae Adams, he's not in your prime Devontae Adams anymore, but he's still a great receiver.
see.
Kyron Williams, they can run the ball. It basically whoever's going to be the more physical team's going to win. And I think Seattle is the more physical team, but the Rams have more weapons. And honestly, I trust Matt Stafford more than I trust Sam Darnold. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah, Sandals hasn't been playing the best, but
Yeah, he hasn't had to lately, but I mean, yeah,
I'm
what's
still
the
gonna
game?
give
I think it's gonna be
Seattle.
a tight game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tight. I'm giving Seattle just because of Seattle's home too. I think people don't realize how big a home field advantage actually is.
Yeah, that's true. Especially in Seattle, right? He doesn't get much more of an advantage than that.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
All right, yeah.
Thanks for hearing us blabber on about NFL talk for
Hey,
this week.
people want to hear that too. Trust me, people
No,
want
for
to hear it
sure.
too. If you're watching a football podcast, chances are you're gonna watch these games on Sunday too, right? Let's be real
100%.
here.
A lot of you are gonna be watching.
100%.
Um,
That's what I'll be doing Sunday. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is episode 1 of the 2026 winter season. Again, happy New Year to everybody at home that's watching. I know it's kind of like end of January, but we haven't seen you guys in a while. So hopefully your holidays are good. Again, happy New Year, all the good stuff. He's Quaysie. I'm Brent. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week again. 2 parts. First part, Division 6-on-6, Division 1 to Division 6B. Second part, we got the ladies, we got co-ed, we got 5v5. This is the best football podcast or flag football podcast you're going to see. Make sure to tune in, tell your friends. We want to get more likes, more subscribers. And again, if you want to be a guest, if you want to come on here and talk some ball with us, talk some flag, talk about how wrong Quaysie was with his NFL picks, talk about anything, come on to the podcast. Let us know and come on to the podcast. You're more than welcome. Ladies, guys, come on. You're in 6B, you're in Division 1, you're in Co-Ed 3, you're in 5v5, you're intermediate, comp, whatever. Come on to the podcast. We'll chop it up. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.